hoes in a line.
We're so merry.
3 derogatory terms for women. That's what Santa says. And today's podcast is a Santa podcast. It's Christmas. Can you tell we're full of festive joy? It's the Christmas podcast. It's nearly there. Just a few more days, and then fuck it'll be gone. I'm so ready for Christmas to be fucking done. I just want the next year to turn up so I can deny stuff. So I can say, no, I'm not doing that. Shut up, leave me alone.
I can deny God. I can deny.
I'm going to stay in my hole. Leave me alone. That is 2024 is the year of staying in my cave. That's what I want to do.
We did that. That was 2020.
Yeah, bring back 2020.
Bring back pandemics.
Do you know what? Looking back on it, 2020 weren't so bad for me because I got to stay in my room, play Apex forever, drink beer a crate of beer every other day, and order McDonald's every other day than that. That's kind of all I did. And yes, that's not good for you to do long term. But while I was doing that in that year, that was great.
That was awesome.
We had a really good time to do that.
Yeah, we had a really good time during COVID. I'm being honest, this will probably sound really insensitive to most people, but our family had a really good time. We just had a bunch of barbecues and stuff. It was nice. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't want it to happen again. I'll say that for sure. But I don't know. Looking back on it, it was quite fun.
Yeah.
Also bad. I don't know how to feel. I'm all over the place. I've been so busy lately. I just got finished with a music video that I've been editing that's real. Well, I'm about to say it's really heavy on visual effects, but it's not. A Marvel movie's heavy on visual effects. This is not heavy at all on visual effects, but for me it is. As in, it probably had more than when I did Meltdown. The Meltdown music video that we did. So
it had more than the first Iron Man movie, but not as much as Ant-Man Quantumania.
Sure, no, not even as much as. Although it's probably got close to as many visual effects as the original Star Wars movie. Put it that way.
Okay,
there's 2 Force ghosts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so there you go.
I believe you.
There is as well. There actually is. It's kind of well, they're not Force ghosts, but same sort of looking effect. But yeah, it can be. What that means is Lucas. I've been tracing round people for hundreds of times. I
want to be Tracer
over 1,000 times. I was Tracer for the past week. For the past week, I've been doing barely anything other than drawing an outline around people for over 1,000 times. I have to do it not every shot I have to do it for, but I've had to do it 24 times a second for a song's 3.5 minutes long, and if they're on for half of it, that's what 60 90, probably 100 seconds times that by 24. What's that? 2,400. So
sure.
It's that's a lot. That's a lot of drawings. It's a lot of drawings. And plus that's for multiple people. So I might have to do that times 3 as well.
God.
But yeah, I think it's done now anyway, and I wanted to get it done before Christmas because Christmas is a lot, isn't it? It's just I really cannot be arsed with it at all this year.
No, I don't think I can. I gotta be honest. Yeah, I've not got anything great to say about Christmas.
Why do you think that is? Because sometimes I flip-flop between getting excited for the festive period and not having the thing that I was like that earlier on in the year, and I think the thing I was looking forward to was there not being as much stuff to have to go out and do, so I can sit at my computer more, and it's kind of an excuse to do that. But that's not happened, and is not happening at all. Yeah. So.
Mine, I was looking forward to the festive period, but I was looking forward to having time off work, and now I can't wait to get back.
Really? Oh, because you need more money.
No, I just want to get back to work. That's food.
Okay, it is. Well, I'll be telling everyone what's going to be happening today.
I actually have to go get the money from the other room.
Okay. Well, while Judd does that, I'll explain what we're going to be doing. If you listen to last week's podcast, which I haven't had time to upload, by the way, I uploaded the last podcast that we recorded about 15 minutes before we started recording this one. So that's how busy I've been. I've not had time to do any of that. But if you have listened to that last one, then you'll know that what we're doing today is we're going to be going through this article I found on defenselawyerseries.com. And it's about 12 mall Santa scandals that definitely landed these guys on the naughty list. So I'm going to be telling Judd about those and getting his thoughts on them. That's kind of it. The first title was "The Mall Santa Charged with Groping a Teen Elf." So there's going to be some really horrible shit in this podcast. That's very in keeping with our Christmas podcast. If we've got time, depending on what goes on, we might be debating Quality Streets versus Roses versus Heroes versus Celebrations. But if we don't get round to that, that's what we'll be doing next week on the 28th. I just want to mention as well something that I talked about in one of the other podcasts was I've been thinking about quitting. Not quitting this podcast necessarily, but maybe. And more so just kind of like quitting putting stuff out there, which would include making YouTube videos for this channel, basically. Because every time we do, I just look through comments and likes and dislikes and all sorts of stuff like that, and people are just cunts, like, so much of the time. It's really rare that I put anything out there, whether that's music or YouTube videos or doing live streams or anything like that, that's received positively. And I just kind of think, fuck it. I'm just like, I'm sick of it, and I'm kind of, I'm burnt out for a start with doing stuff, but not only that, it just doesn't yield anything positive for me, so there's no point. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where...
God, I'm so sorry about that. I know we run a real tight ship here, and, I
was just talking about quitting again, Judd, that's all. I was just saying that other than, like, any videos that I think would be particularly fun or interesting to do, I think I'm just going to let the videos run out that we've already uploaded. So, for example, you know the crossover boxing awards video that we did? Like, I wanted to do that, and I quite liked that. So, and we did it, and I'll upload that. But I'm not like I used to think of some ideas and kind of come up with some that might be fun and keep doing them after we recorded podcasts and that. And I'm just not going to do it anymore.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. Like I was saying, it's just people just don't give a shit, or they hate us. So, well, me probably more than you, if anything. So yeah.
These ribs are really good, so
that's good at least. I'm not going to quit the podcast just yet. We'll keep doing that, but eventually I might decide, fuck it, who cares about doing the podcast? We'll just play games or do whatever we fancy. Once a week. But for now, not that anyone will care because no one listens to this, and not that anyone would notice until February 18th, 2024, because we've still got stuff going out until then. But it means that like stuff like the Gamers Gauntlet series and things like that might be done. And I didn't even ever finish the one where I was completing all the best-selling games from each year. But fuck it. I don't care. No one else cares, so why should I? Anyway, Christmassy stuff, Judd. We're looking at 12 more Santa scandals that definitely landed these guys on the naughty list. Are you ready?
What is this? So is this a best of Reddit's moment or some shit?
No, it's just a bunch of like mall Santas that committed crimes. So I thought that's in keeping with our 7 Christmas.
Children.
Well, the first one's called "The Mall Santa Charged with Groping a Teen Elf."
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's, Merry Christmas.
In 2013, Massachusetts mall Santa Herbert I'm just going to call him Herbert. I don't really...
Listen, I gotta be honest.
People get names?
Yeah, well, they did the bad thing. I think it's better if you expose them.
Herbert Jones.
I was just going to say, by the way, Herbert is such a gropey man's name.
Yeah, he's literally Herbert the pervert from Family Guy.
Yeah.
He was banned from Hanover Mall and got in some legal trouble after getting wildly inappropriate with an 18-year-old girl working as an elf with him at the festive photo booth for kids. Police say that the woman called them to report him for touching her butt and making crude comments to her. The 62-year-old...
Can I guess what he said? Can I guess what he said?
Okay.
You ready for Santa to fill your stocking? That's what he said.
Just like that. Exactly like that. Well done. You could play him in the movie.
I could,
The 62-year-old claimed it wasn't true and was released on $1,000 bond after pleading not guilty to indecent assault and battery. Jones was still barred from Hanover Mall and was unable to play Santa anywhere pending the outcome of his case. Jones and his genuine bushy white beard admitted to nothing. So, what?
Do you think
so
he
wasn't charged then?
Did it?
So he wasn't charged at all. What actually happened was, allegedly, this guy felt up some 18-year-old's butt. We don't actually know if he did it or not.
Listen, we've all allegedly done that at some point.
From that context, we've no idea who did what. Like, there's no actual, a sentence of guilty or anything like that. It's just one person's word against another. What a stupid one to start off with. I want, actual shit that happened that we know happened. Oh,
Where's the Jeffrey Dahmer Santa Claus?
Let me send you this article as well, Judd, so you can read it at the same time, and we can take it in turns reading them out.
Okay.
I've sent you it on Discord. I'll do the next one anyway, but then you can do the one after that.
Okay.
So, the Canadian Mall Santa with some strong hockey opinions. In 2012, a Toronto Mall Santa traumatized the very first child waiting in line to meet him. After noticing the child sporting a shirt for the Canadian hockey team, the Maple Leafs, he had some choice words. Oh no. This mall Santa took one look at the little boy and said, "Oh, you're wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs Turk. You shouldn't be wearing that. They suck." The boy cried all the way home, and the mall Santa was fired. I thought we were going to get some actual, bad shit on this list. What the fuck is going on? This is on, a lawyer's website. What do you say? He got fired for saying, that team sucks. I thought it was going to, I thought it was going to say, you little piss bitch, and I hate that team. You know? I thought
to be honest,
or try and rip the shirt off him or something.
We should have known that it weren't going to be that bad, though, when we saw the guy was from Canada.
Yeah. Should have known.
Is it my go?
It is.
Oh my god, this is immediately so much worse. The mall Santa that talked about the Sandy Hook massacre with children.
Oh.
You know what Sandy Hook was, right? Okay, alright, okay. For anybody that doesn't, Sandy Hook was I'm sorry for laughing. Sandy Hook was a school shooting. The Sandy Hook massacre incident was a school shooting. Okay. Parents Wendy and Steve Kennett were in for a shock when they took their 3 young children to see Santa at Notcutt's Garden Centre in the UK. This happened here. Yeah, in 2012. When the siblings told the mall Santa that they had been good this year, he replied, "Well, there are bad people in this world, and bad things happen, like what happened to those children in America." The Santa then went on to describe what sounded a lot like the tragedy of the Sandy Hook, without actually naming it. As if this wasn't bad enough, the man asked that the 2 little girls leave so he could have a word with their brother. Once they did, he whispered in the little boy's ear that Santa wasn't real. And the kid ran away in tears. The Kennets were refunded and the bad Santa was fired.
This guy sounds like a Chad. He sounds like he's fucking fed up of his job.
He did not work there. He's knocked the actual Santa out and just done this.
I can picture, right? Some guy who looks kind of like Santa, who's sick of kids coming up to him at Christmas and asking for presents and shit, and he just had this prepared and wanted to scare them off. That's really funny.
That could have been me in some sort of blacked out stupid. I would have only been 13 years old,
Yeah, that's the type of shit that would have happened to us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's funny.
What? I'm so perplexed at the whole thing. It's like, why? Somebody, do you think this was like a spur of the moment thing, or do you think this guy planned his day in advance to do this?
I think like, it was maybe a spur of the moment thing. I think he might have like snapped a bit or something like that.
You don't think he woke up and was like, I'm going to tell kids about the Sandy Hook massacre, and then also tell them Santa's not real?
No, I don't think so. Not on this occasion.
Well,
the thing is, what's scary for me is I get so fucking mad at the world that I feel like this is going to be me at some point. Sometimes I see people snap and I think, fucking hell, I'm not terribly far off of that. It freaks me out. I'm the type of guy who would do. I can imagine doing this when I'm in my 60s.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll be a mall Santa and do that.
Well, I think at that point you can just play the senile card, can't you, and get away with it, so...
Yeah. He only got fired. I mean, he didn't do anything that bad. Drunk Santa.
I can't believe he worked there.
In 2011, another Canadian mall Santa was arrested after showing up to take pictures with kids clearly drunk. He showed up to work in the morning, stumbling and unable to keep his words straight. His ho-ho-hos filling parents with apprehension rather than helping to spread holiday cheer. A man who worked in a kiosk near Santa's chair said that this wasn't the first time the Santa had come to work drunk.
God. Harry selling fucking Kodak cameras in the little kiosk across the way. He's been watching him do it for weeks.
He's like, it's just regular. Yeah. You could see he was clearly intoxicated, but no one was bold enough to say anything. And finally, someone had to call security and do something about it because it was looking really bad. What? Did he actually do anything wrong here? Like,
yeah, you can't show up to work drunk for once, especially if you're working with children. Like,
but I'm just thinking, like, was he only drunk? Surely there's more. Like, if he was really that bad as they say he was, like, because the attitude that they've taken to this guy is, I think he's drunk, but he doesn't seem too bad. I'll let him get on with it. But then, like, one day he must have come to work so drunk that they thought, this is probably too far.
Now we're gonna
they were already okay with him being drunk. Like, how drunk was he and what was he doing? Where like, now this is too far.
Well, you see, this Jolly Drunk, which he probably maintained a level of Jolly Drunk, and then he probably got to, like, the creepy, sort of aggressive drunk. So
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he just punched one of his elves.
Well, I'd have liked him to mention that.
Well, but at the bottom, there's a quick little thing that says, fortunately, the man was removed and replaced before he came into contact with kids, only to be arrested outside the mall. So it was so bad one day that he didn't even manage to make it in. He was that fucked up.
You can be arrested got him outside. For public intoxication.
Yeah.
What do
you think he was doing out?
Fucking calm down, everyone! Just fucking stop it! What's with all these laws and shit? Like, let me go out in a park and be drunk out my brain. That's not the thing that should be illegal. The thing that should be illegal is if I then start, like, pissing all over the playground or, like, graffitiing or try and beat someone. Those things, yes, those should be very illegal. Pissing on the children should definitely be very illegal. But the actual being drunk out in public, fuck it! Who cares? You're allowed to be. I've seen so many videos of people on what's the fucking like popular drug nowadays. I think it's mostly in America. What's it called? Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Fentanyl. I didn't know what you meant until you said America.
I've seen so many videos of places like Skid Row where everyone's just fucking melting all over the pavement.
Yeah.
Just
Philadelphia.
Fucked up all on fentanyl.
Yeah.
No one fucking moving those guys, but Mall Santa's a bit drunk for work and he gets arrested. He's jolly, goddammit. I'm on his side. Fuck them, right? Send all the kids home. Who cares?
No.
What you should do is send all. If he's so drunk that the kids can't interact with him, fuck them. Send them all home. Don't fuck kids. That's not all. Send them all home. Let Santa into the mall. Let him go to fucking Denny's, and I'll join him, and we'll have a good old time and get everyone else out of there. I'm sick of you and your fucking laws. But... Let me be drunk.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you got that out of your system. So anyway, how about the mall Santa that tried to ruin Christmas for a child? I'm sure glad I got this one and not the next one that you're getting. In 2014, 9-year-old Sophie Robinson went to a shopping centre in the UK. Go on, lads, represent. Only for the Santa there to tell her that she was too old to visit and she shouldn't have come at all. Sophie left in tears. She was only 9, what? 9? And the manager of the shopping centre tried to gloss the whole thing over by handing her mom a 20 quid gift card at first. Nice. Only for the news of this cruel Santa to spread. Soon after, Sophie was invited back for a better Santa experience with a lot more Christmas magic. The shopping centre also issued an official apology.
This is a very dramatic response for a UK based thing. Normally in the UK, people would just like move on and be like, oh, you know, they just like kind of do a bit of that and forget about it. But like, especially to just be like, oh no, you're a bit too old. Like, it's not like he said, you bitch, you're ruining Christmas, you know, and then he was drunk and stumbling. No, you know, I don't know. It's a weirdly over the top response.
You're giving these Santas too much leniency.
I'm on the Santa's side. Maybe not for this next one though.
Yeah. Go on then. If you're so on the side, Jake.
This one I might have to step back from. The mall Santa arrested for child pornography.
There you go.
In 2015, a Raleigh, North Carolina mall Santa was arrested for possession of child pornography. Fucking
there you go.
63-year-old Leander Dewey Jones, what the fuck name is that, was arrested after he took his computer in to get fixed, and the people working at the shop found pornographic images of kids. Oh god, younger than 10. See, Ooh,
nasty.
There's something primal. It seems more like it's like a man thing. But there's something primal in there that makes me want to rip his face off. Like, do you not get that when you hear about someone being like noncy? You want to like demolish their being. I hate it.
I think they should be put to death. Like, absolutely.
Jones was a member of the Triangle Santa Buddies.
That sounds like a pedo club. I'm sorry, but like, come on.
I thought that was going to be the name of a pedo club. I didn't think it was going to be like a Santa organizer. An organization that provides Santa appearances in the area. He also worked as a children's entertainer and appeared as a pirate and magician at kids' birthday parties. A small pen camera was even found hidden in the bathroom of his home. Oh, no.
Nice.
No. Oh, God. Now, this is what I was looking for with this list, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like, that's like wildly worse than any of the other ones we've read out. It is the type of thing that I think is going to disappear for fear of nonciness. Mall Santas.
Mall Santa,
you know, like clowns, they're kind of getting killed off because they're seen as creepy and things. And I think that Mall Santas, it's just like, they're too close to it. You know, they're too close to kids. It is a bit weird. But I guess I also see kind of why kids would really like it. But also, I you know, you're meant to not see him. He's meant to be a magical thing. but then again, I also suppose it helps sell the lie to the kids for longer, so that they believe in it longer. I don't know. Well, I'm a bit torn as to whether it's even good to tell kids that Santa delivers presents and that. I kind of just want to be like, I did this for you. Like, this is my love here. And we should appreciate that more, maybe, I think. I don't know.
Well, in 1999, that's a year that I was born, when I was given into the world, the Mall Santa at the Woodland Hill shopping mall in Woodland Hills, is that California? Is that what it is?
So.
Okay. Had a legendary...
California's a state, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. California had a legendary meltdown when new mom Kelly Fornatero? Yeah, Fornatero brought her 19-month-old son in for a traditional Christmas photo with Santa. Santa refused in a freak-out so epic that he ripped off his costume and beard. He was escorted out by security when the baby started to cry. He had some choice words for Fornatero. Was it worth it? Was it worth it for you to torture your child for a picture? You must be an evil person. When Fornatero threatened to report him, he claimed to be the real Santa Claus, the best person in the world, and ripped his costume off before being dragged away. Santa never got to give his side of the story, as both the mall and the company he worked for never released his name. Let him speak!
What if he was Santa Claus? What if he actually was the real Santa Claus?
He might be.
Wow. That's why everything's gotten slowly worse since 1999.
Yeah.
The real Santa's been arrested.
The real Santa.
To me, right, I'm back to the Santas, to being on the Santa side. Because there's more to this story. There's more to this story than just that. I can totally see how I would end up snapping at some point during something like this. Like, you know, if she's turned up, right, and she's one of them parents where they've pierced the baby's ears before it's like even 1 year old without even asking. There's makeup on the baby or something like that. You know, it says like "Mummy's little slut" or whatever on the fucking baby's t-shirt. Something ridiculous. You know the kind. And like it's screaming and obviously unhappy, and she's like, "Oh, I have a picture with Santa. I really want you to have let's get a picture. Shut up, Cassandra! Stop crying! Stop crying!" Like, yeah. I can, you know, there could totally be a scenario where I'd be like, "That's it! I'm sick of this! I'm not being Santa anymore! Take your screaming bastard child and leave me alone!" Like, I can see it. Can you not?
I can see it, yeah, I can see it. But anyway, seeing as you're so on the Santa's side and you're so firmly on their side, it takes away with the next one, Jake.
Okay, the mall Santa that was actually a paedophile. What do you mean, actually? Rather than like virtually or something. Like, in 2013, a 78-year-old former mall Santa, Lawrence Doris, they all have weird names, don't they? Yeah. You'd be suspicious of someone who's got a weird name. They're either going to be famous and successful or a freak. Awaited trial for 6 child sexual assault charges. It makes me physically sick. He had previously worked at the Les Promenades.
Les Promenades
de L'État. I don't know.
It's in that weird bit of Canada that just like decides it's going to speak French. Yeah, they're just French for some reason. Yeah,
like really French as well. And was facing charges.
Like it's more French than France.
I just heard a bunch of French people start shouting at you. Facing charges for the sexual assault of 5 victims aged 5 to 15 between 2012
No, 9 to 15.
9 to 15,
yeah.
Sorry. One of those charges was related to a claim that Doris had even touched a child inappropriately while they were sitting on his lap in Santa's chair in the mall. The way that's worded made it sound like he only actually touched one of them. But like I think what it means is he potentially touched all of them. It's just only one of them was like actually on his lap while he was doing his job.
Yeah, but what it makes me really angry is the last little bit of that. If you want to read it out.
Police, however, claimed that his paedophile activities were not related to his occupation as a mall Santa, and was released on bail while awaiting trial. It would have been fired and obviously not let near any children at all. I mean, but sure.
He claimed that his paedophile activities were not related to his occupation. How?
What the fuck are you talking about?
How are they not related?
It's literally a job where he's around kids all the time. Like, that can't not be related.
I think police that drop the ball like this on paedophile charges need to be executed along with a paedophile. Like, genuinely, like they're part of the system. That's the problem.
Well,
like,
when they drop the ball so badly on just anything, I mean, it happens way too often, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just watching Apex on my other screen,
and I was eating a chip. So, okay, hey, don't worry. I've got one of the funny ones again. The mall Santa that put Hillary Clinton on the naughty list. Well, she's not going on the nice one, is she? An unnamed mall Santa was fired in 2016 from the Seminole Town Center in Sanford, Florida. They're only giving us the state initials. FL, I think, is Florida, Florida. After telling a little girl that Hillary Clinton was on the naughty list, like, she's just on his lap and he just goes, "Oh yeah, Hillary Clinton, she's on the naughty list, you know." The mall Santa told her she was on his nice list, and then asked if she knew who was on the naughty list. When the little girl said that she didn't know, the mall Santa replied, "Hillary Clinton," and laughed. Well, the Santa's employer has not released his name. They said that said that after the mother called to complain, the man was replaced and sent to Human Resources for counselling. The woman also sent an apology.
That's an overreaction.
Yeah, I'll give you that one is an overreaction.
Like, I can understand if they said to him, "Look, you can't put politics into the mall Santa job while you do it. Please don't do that."
Yeah.
That's all it takes. It didn't need a disciplinary hearing or fucking being fired or something like that. That's insane.
He didn't get fired.
Didn't he?
No, he didn't get
replaced,
fired.
didn't he? Yeah, the man was replaced.
Yeah, for probably just for a week or so, but then he was sent to Human Resources for counselling. So, if they're sent into Human Resources, he's obviously still employed with them. So,
well, I guess, but well, I still think
it's totally out of left field to just say that, but I don't know. I wouldn't have complained about it. I would have thought it was really funny. But I don't know. It's just out of left field. It's like, where did it come from?
It's not appropriate for kids. And
no, look.
The bad thing is, if they were banning him because they had a difference of opinion, if they believed that she was good or wanted it to be the next president or whatever, and that's why they did it, that would be really bad. But it doesn't seem like that was the case. It just seemed like they banned it because they thought that it was I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
What?
Just out of pocket.
Which one's next? Is it my turn? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's your turn.
The one about the dog? Okay. The mall Santa that turned away an autistic girl and her pit bull service dog. An Orange County, California mall Santa turned away a 7-year-old autistic girl in 2014, claiming that he was allergic to her service dog, a pit bull named...
Pupcake.
Pupcake.
Like cupcake, but pupcake.
Absidy. What? Oh my god! What the fuck is this name for this dog? Pupcake, ABCDE. So first name, Pupcake. Second name... Wait. No. What? The girl's called ABCDE.
Oh my god.
Pronounced Absidy.
No wonder she came out autistic. I'm sorry.
What the fuck name is that? That's if you're watching the video version, I'll kind of put the text on the screen so you can see. What? That's blown me away more than anything else in this whole article.
The child's name is ABCDE, but it's pronounced Absidy. I have so
many problems with that. Why would you do that to a kid? Also, no, you can't just say it's pronounced that way. That's not how you would pronounce that. It's not a word, so there isn't a pronunciation of it. How has this made me so mad?
I don't know.
I hate this.
You're more mad at this than the 6 counts of child molestation.
Oh my god! Apparently, the fucking I'm gonna give this girl a real name because fuck that. I'm gonna call her Sally. Sally Santos. Yeah. See how hard was that? What a great name!
And that sounds lovely, Sally Santos.
Sally waited
Anyway,
in
go
line
on.
for 30 minutes to see Santa. Oh no, fucking forever. Only to be heartbroken when he turned her away. When the family explained Pupcake was a service dog and legally allowed to be there, the Santa suddenly became allergic to dogs.
You mean suddenly? What if he just was?
Yeah, from
What if
how
he just
this article's been written, it sounds like he was all along.
Yeah.
The Santa was replaced, and the shops at Mission Viejo posted an official apology on their Facebook page. They also invited Sally back for a special Santa experience. Oh no, they put her with the paedophile Santa, didn't they? Oh,
yeah,
God.
no, that's exactly what I was
special
thinking.
Santa experience to make up for the one that left her in tears. I swear to God, what I'm learning from this article is small amount of Santas. Nonsense. Not good. Definitely not good.
Yeah.
Want to put that out there to start with. But all the normal ones seem to, be bullied.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't like on the side of the ones that were showing up drunk and stuff. But if this is like stuff that they're regularly dealing with, like some fucking soccer mom with her autistic kid being like, "Well, it's her service dog. It's legally allowed to be here." It's like, no, man, but I am allergic to dogs. I can't be anywhere near a dog. I will become inflamed and I could possibly even die. She's like, "Oh, well, I'm reporting this." It's like. I'd get drunk and I'd fucking go crazy and rip my costume off and say Hillary Clinton's on the naughty list or whatever the fuck. I'd do it. Yeah, great. Anyway,
this is me now, the grumpiest.
Yeah, this
Santa.
is you getting a second job. The grumpiest mall Santa. In 2012, the parents who took their child to a mall in South Portland, ME, what is this? ME.
Not Massachusetts, is it? What's it going to be?
No, it's not
Maryland?
Michigan either. Maybe Maryland.
It is
Maybe Maryland.
Maine.
Okay. How do you spell Maine?
Maine.
All right, okay, I get it, okay. South Portland in Maine saw to it that the mall Santa there was fired after he proved to be less than full of holiday spirit. He was rude, grumpy, and wouldn't let a child sit on his lap. When one child asked him for an American Girl doll, he scoffed at her and said that she was getting an American football instead. I like that. After sharing similar unpleasant experiences with the unfriendly Santa on social media and the news catching wind of it, the sour mall Santa was let go and replaced.
Yeah, not surprised.
I mean,
he's just mad. He's just grumpy. Apparently, he's got a lot of reason to be, because people don't treat mall Santas nice.
I find that really sort of funny. I want an American Girl doll. Well, you're getting an American football instead, you little pussy.
Oh, dear. That's what Rick would be like from Rick and Morty as a mall Santa.
It would. Is that a transition?
The mall Santa that assaulted his former father-in-law. He just says that.
Can you see?
He just says that. He doesn't say any text underneath it.
I think you got to pay for the rest.
Oh. Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
Which is your favourite mall Santa out of these, Judd?
No. I think I really like the last one.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
It kind of just sounds like whenever a kid comes up to him, it's just like, well, that's fucking stupid. Do you think he just says football to every kid that comes in? Like, they're like, oh, I want an Xbox. You're getting a football.
I like the meltdown Santa that's saying, was it worth it to torture your child? I like that one. I like that one. Fuck those people. I kind of like that one and the drunk one. I feel like I would like to go to the pub with those two and just complain about shit. Or maybe, and the grumpy one can come as well.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's some grumpy mall Santas. While we're still on Christmas, Judd, I've got a raging debate for you.
Oh, God.
To do with my raging boner.
Super hard. Okay. Oh, jeez.
No. Quality Streets.
Yeah. Go on, what?
Cadbury's Roses.
Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see where you're going.
Cadbury's Heroes.
Yep.
I'm Googling all these as well, so I've got a list of them all.
So not like this big pause.
Celebrations.
Okay. Yeah.
discussion. Go.
Well, I'm just going to come out and say it. Celebrations is the best one. Next.
Okay,
Next topic.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Which is the worst one then? If you were to put them in an order.
What was the one that Dad had out when we went over to Dad's? Was it Heroes?
He had Quality Streets, didn't he? Because they had the green triangle in them.
Yeah, I think they're the worst. I think Quality Street are the worst.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
Or was it? He didn't have roses out, did he? What was it? I want to.
It's whatever the one with the green triangle one is from. I think. You were right.
I want to find a fucking lineup for the Cadbury's Roses and Cadbury's fucking Heroes. Why is it so hard? Quality Streets and Celebrations just like have that on their website. That's the lineup. It's right there, blam. But fucking Cadbury's, get your shit together. Cadbury's Heroes lineup. Fucking hell, lineup. You stupid fucking idiots. I'm sorry. I'm in the mall Santa. Mall Santa zone still. I'm still there with the grumpy Mall Santa.
It's got those Mall Santa blues.
So you think Quality Streets is the worst, Celebrations is the best?
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I quite like Heroes though, Cadbury's Heroes, because that has the Cadbury's cream egg in, and the double decker as well. That's solid. I would probably say Heroes is my favourite.
They're fine choices, and I'm not going to be angry at you for saying Heroes, because that's a good selection, but for me, it's just, I'm a very plain Jane person, usually just all the time, but especially when it comes to chocolate as well. And Celebrations have got the Maltesers one, which is the best.
The Maltesers one's pretty damn good.
Yeah, and then they've got just like Galaxy, which is awesome. They've got Milky Way, which is awesome. And then sometimes I could go for a Galaxy Caramel, not all the time. I got to be honest. That's pushing the boat out a little bit. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. But sometimes I'll go for it.
What's your thoughts on the Bounty in there, though, Judd?
I hate the Bounty. In fact, Bounty might be my least favorite Christmas chocolate ever. So
wow. That's I think a lot of people aren't big fans of the Bounty. To me, the Bounty puts it up there. Bounty's probably my second favourite in the Celebrations behind the Maltesers. I just like how refreshing it is. Because chocolate's really rich. But coconut, it freshens it up. And I think that's good. It makes it have a better balance. But I don't know. It seems to me that it's almost like a battle between Quality Street and Roses for the last place, and then Heroes and Celebrations for the first place. Because let me read out what's in Quality Street, then I'll read out what's in Roses, and let's see which of those two we prefer. So here's the Quality Street lineup. You've got Orange Crunch, Green Triangle, which has got hazelnut in, by the way. Strawberry Delight, Orange Cream, Caramel Swirl, Toffee Finger, Fudge, Milk Chocolate Block, the purple one, Toffee Penny, Coconut Eclair, and Coffee Cream. My big problem with this is so many of those are dark, and it's also dark chocolate that's like ruining stuff that would be really nice. So Orange Cream has dark chocolate around it, and the cream bit in the middle, top tier. The cream that they put in Revels, for example, that's not got dark chocolate around it, it's got milk chocolate around it, delicious. Same with the Strawberry Delight, but they have to fucking ruin it by putting dark chocolate over it. And then you've got your Toffee Finger and the Toffee Penny that don't taste bad, but they're just annoying to eat, and I just avoid them. So, and they have got a Bounty-like one, but again, and then they've got a coffee, hate coffee. It ends up being that probably half or over half of these I don't like or don't want to eat, which is not good. Yeah. What are you thinking about it so far?
I gotta be honest, I don't like most of the things you just said. Like the only one I like is the Green Triangle. Like
not even Orange Crunch. Milk chocolate.
No,
with crunchy orange bits.
I gotta be honest. That most of the time, when chocolate stuff incorporate orange, I usually find it kind of ass. The only one that does it well is the chocolate orange.
It does it so well.
Yeah.
Chocolate orange is so fucking good. It is it's somehow different, isn't it? It's somehow like sets itself apart. Chocolate orange is the best orange chocolate.
It's
for
just
sure.
built different.
Here's the roses then. So we've got Golden Barrel, Caramel, Country Fudge, Hazel in Caramel, Hazel Whirl, Strawberry Dream, Tangy Orange Cream, and Signature Truffle.
The term country fudge makes me uncomfortable. That sounds like some sort of sex act. She came back to my place, I gave her some country fudge.
I don't know. It's a bit hard to say which I prefer out of those two, actually. They have similar problems, like the strawberry one's dark and... it just makes me like, I hate it. Stop making it dark. Because they're so similar... Oh, here's a good visualization of it. I think out of the two... Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a bit. Because they're so similar. And there's slightly less dark chocolate in roses. Yeah. I think I prefer Cadbury's Roses just because it's Cadbury's chocolate rather than Nestle chocolate. And it's got a little bit less dark involved. And, like, no coffee, things like that. So, I don't know. Do you think the same?
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of dark chocolate. I don't like coffee stuff in chocolate. I don't like coconut stuff in chocolate. So it's the same problem I've got with the other one.
Yeah, but we're going with Roses over Quality Street.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Right,
so I think we should do Heroes versus Celebrations is what we need to look at now, really. So I'm trying to just look for a picture that depicts everything they've got pretty well. They used to have a little Toblerone one, in Heroes.
Eh?
Yeah, here's some that are no longer in Heroes. The Bourneville, which I think is like really dark. Dairy Milk Whole Nut. So just kind of Dream. Do you remember Dream? That was like kind of like white chocolate coated in milk chocolate or something like that, wasn't it?
He got called a slur by the guy who does the voice for Gumball from The Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, did you see? A side note. Did you see the video that he did debunking all of that?
I haven't.
Very thorough. It was incredibly thorough. As in, like, I believe the guy. It was like
the thing is though, I don't want to believe him for the bit. Does that make me a terrible person?
Yeah, probably. It does. Like, I don't get that. I don't get why people want this bit of, like, Dream being like that when it's actually this other guy being a cunt, and it's really obvious, and everyone just wants to like him for no reason. It's triggering me for, like, fucking flashbacks. Shout out to DJ Smoking in chat, hello. So yeah, Fuse and Picnic, Time Out, Toblerone, Nuts About Caramel, they're no longer in it anymore. Toblerone would be a strong contender if it was still in the Cadbury's Heroes box, but it's not. So we're looking at Fudge, Dairy Milk Caramel, Dairy Milk, Whisper, Twirl, Cream Egg Twisted, Eclair, Double Decker, and Crunchy. Now, there's some really solid ones in there for me. I like Crunchy. Crunchy's pretty fucking good. Double Decker's really good. And the cream egg's properly good and indulgent. And the rest of them, there's not a bad one there other than maybe the Eclair, because it's got that toffee problem. But it's got chocolate in the middle, so I think that's really solid. And then, I don't think the options on the celebrations are quite as good. Because, the Maltesers are really strong, but what's another one other than Maltesers that's as strong as Double Decker, Crunchy, Cream Egg? There's multiple on the Heroes, but there's only one standout on celebrations.
You're not gonna like agree with me, but I think like Galaxy's up there. Like,
but Galaxy goes toe to toe with like Dairy Milk and Dairy Milk Caramel. I think really similar.
They beat them.
I don't think so. I think if I had to pick, I would pick Galaxy, but like, it's whatever. It's chocolate or chocolate and caramel. You know, it don't make much difference.
I might have to delve into a box of Heroes at some point then.
Yeah, I would put Heroes as the top one. I think it goes Quality Street's the worst variety box, then Cadbury's Roses, then Celebrations, then Cadbury's Heroes is a top one. Interesting that Cadbury's don't feel confident enough in their variety box to have only one. I suppose, I guess, to me, the Cadbury's Roses are like what a grandma would have, because they're not actually like a brand or anything like that. It's just like different Cadbury's random creations, whereas like it's Heroes is the mini ones, isn't it, of each thing.
And you say Heroes has got the cream egg.
Heroes has got the cream egg, yeah. Heroes got cream egg. Like I said, double decker, crunchy. Those are the top ones for me.
Maybe you're right.
Like
then.
Your Twirl, Whisper. Yeah, I like a fudge.
I like how you whispered for that.
Whisper. Is there any other variety boxes? Chocolate variety box Christmas. Let me Google this. No, the main ones I've read out. The only other one I can think of that maybe there's a couple kind of lower levels that are not quite the same thing, but would heavily compete is Toblerone. Toblerone sometimes do like a minis variety one. Have you ever had that?
No.
I'm sure Dad's put some of those in the Christmas chocolate house that we eat out of sometimes. And then also Lindt. You know, the balls, the chocolate balls.
Yeah. Or
sometimes
just Lindt.
Of those.
Sometimes it just feeds us Lindt.
Just like Lindt.
Like pocket Lindt, yeah.
Right, okay. Sweet. Have you done your Christmas shopping yet then? Because I know last podcast
I've done
you hadn't. Right, okay.
No, I've done it all. It's all done.
Mine's all done. My big problem is trying to fucking find time to see people to give them presents. Because I just don't have time to do that shit. But I suppose I'll get round to it. Any other Christmassy stuff, Judd? Any more Christmas suggestions or Christmas chat?
No, I'm all Christmased out. You've Christmased all over my face.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking tired of all this shit already. It's a shorter podcast, but I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for listening.
I want to go eat my food that showed up like half an hour ago. So.
Yeah, but that's how you like it, Judd. You like to let it go cold and all gross and gristly, and then kind of just nibble at it every so often.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, it's now at the prime temperature. I would like to get it while it's
mildly cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's nearly as it's just about to hit room temperature.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Right. Bye.
Bye.
Right, I'm going to be done with stream as well, because, well, I was going to say because there's an Apex competition on that I wouldn't mind just watching the back end of, but as I've been kind of glancing at it while we've been doing this, my team have been doing fucking terrible. I don't know what the fuck it is about whenever I watch my team, that they just... I'm like a curse. Whenever I get a chance to watch them live, which is very rare nowadays, they do terrible. But regularly, when I just see the results on Twitter or whatever, it's like, oh, we got third place. Oh, we won. Oh, we got second place. So it's like... Why do I never get to enjoy this shit? Why do I never get to be happy in life? Right, I'm going.
All right.
I'll see you next week.